Hi everybody, hope you're well. This video is going to be about the new foundations. A couple of weeks ago there was a post put in by one of the admins talking about the GP of the horses that new players receive when they first start the game. So these are the foundations, the ones with Gigai and Aramis parents, as you can see here. So those originally, you would get them on the game and there'd be 350 genetic points, and then you would do the old fold games, which would then increase that by 1.2. So you would then have foundations with 351.20. But whenever they got rid of the old fold games, then all of the foundations that you got had 350, and you couldn't increase that. And 350 has been the way it's always been outside of that. But recently they decided that they were going to increase the GP for the people starting out. Now they tried to do this a couple of years ago and there was a huge amount of backlash. Because obviously a lot of people who start working with NIB breeding and so forth, they want to have the 350 foundations. So now what we've got, and this is a foundation, you can see here with Uranus and Gigai parents, but it's got a star. And you can see that it's not 350. And this is a foundation that's this is somebody's first horse on the game. So what they're planning to do is that the GP of the horses a new player receives when they arrive in the game and the GP of the new breeds introduced in the game will now increase slowly to avoid the gap between new players and the rest of the community becoming bigger and bigger. So what they're trying to do here is they're trying to balance the people who have the top genetics against the people who don't. Now the way this will work is the beginning GP will always be far from the best GP of the weakest breed of the game, and this includes unicorns. So it is possible to get an advantage to get a new account horse instead of a good horse that is raised by a player. The increase will be 6 points a day maximum for the moment. Beginning GP is very far away from where the GP of the game itself is. It'll probably increase for 6 points each day for a period of time. It will not change the GP of the horses that are already inside the game, so if you have a horse, it's not going to start gaining GP. If you already have it, it's going to stay what it is. It is only the horses created by new players and for the new breeds. So this is whenever they'll introduce new breeds, whether it's new unicorns and so forth. And also from now on, the breeds directory displays the profile of the breed based on the genetic threshold, which can be a bit different from the profile the breed had the moment they were introduced. Because what did happen a couple of weeks ago, or maybe actually it was a couple of months back, they introduced some new breeds which had a specific skill set, and the skill set actually changed. So it's now going to reflect what the skills actually are rather than what they were when they first introduced it. So the breed directory will now show a profile of each breed that corresponds to the real genetic evolution of the breeds rather than what they first were introduced with. So my thoughts on this, to be honest, I'm not particularly a fan. Why? Because it's always been 350. The gains obviously are bigger for people who are lower down, and they get lower the higher you get. It's a challenge. So I don't really know. At the moment, I'm not really a fan. And I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, but I kind of wanted to sort of have a bit of a think about it first. So that is the new foundation. So if you're somebody starting off now, you will get a higher genetic foundation. I don't know whether the post was removed on purpose or they put it in the wrong form or whatever. But the original post that was posted at the start of October is gone about this. And I haven't really been able to find much else about it. It seems to have just kind of been like brushed under the carpet a wee bit. I don't know if that was intentionally done or not. Who knows, really. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on it because it's an interesting thing. I mean, is it good? Is it bad? You know, is it fair on people who are working from 350 and slowly trying to, reach their goals that there's now people who will join the game who are higher up already? I don't know. But we'll leave it there. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a lovely day.